Hello and welcome back to RimWorld. Last time, we kind of got attacked by some really vicious man-hunting elephants, which, I mean, one of them ran away. I don't really know where it is, which is kind of concerning. Generally, if you have man-hunting elephants anywhere near you, it's for the best that you keep track of them, but I seem to have lost track of one of them. But the other one is still keeping us stuck within our colony, which I don't really care all that much. I mean, it's going to make everyone here, I would say, significantly more productive than they have been in the past. Oh, yeah. We did also maybe make some people pretty darn angry at us by restraining Taylor, who is totally going to become part of our colony, but has also turned one of our trade partners severely against us, which, last I checked, is not exactly a good thing, but, you know, you gotta do it. Oh, wait. Oh, man. We've basically finished all the machine gun turrets. I didn't realize we'd done this much. Jeez. We've only got one more machine gun turret left, and all that's going to require is a few components, which I'm sure are here somewhere. I mean, we've got one component, and I'm fairly certain that Cherie is Cherie? Excuse me. Are you making smoke leaf instead of components, Cherie? Once I catch her. There we go. Jeez, Cherie, come on, you gotta work for the colony here, not just for, like, the cash monies, which, I mean, while I appreciate you working for the cash monies, it is the cash monies of the colony. You know, maybe it's for the best, just saying, that we produce components so that we can continue to live. Oh, check it out, it's winter. Good luck, everyone. You're all going to freeze to death. They're not gonna freeze to death. Oh, yeah. Cherie's... You know, I said that maybe the fact that Cherie's room doesn't have a ventilation was like, you know, she's a peasant, but I'm pretty sure that during the winter she's gonna, like, freeze to death. So, you know, putting in a ventilation is probably for the best. Cherie, you're lucky this time. I'm watching you, Cherie. Okay, so overall the temperature seems pretty okay. We could definitely use another heater in here. We'll get that set up, or we could drop the temperature. I mean, raise the temperature, but I think additional heaters is usually a slightly better way to go. So once we get that machine gun turret set up, we will go for another heater. Ooh, wait, is the elephant gone? It appears, my friends, that we are finally liberated from the vicious and deadly elephant that was trying to kill literally everyone in the colony. I appreciate that. Unforbid the doors. You are now all allowed to leave. You are no longer stuck within the confines of this colony. Aiden has immediately decided that she's going to off and pick up some silver, because I guess she's a disgusting, money-grubbing, probably peasant. I mean, I'm pretty sure Aiden is a peasant, just saying. I don't know if that's the case in reality. I mean, really, only Magar and Bradley aren't peasants, except for Fedosia, who... Well, no, wait. It's Fedosia and Wilkins that are getting married at some point, probably here, roundabout, eventually. So, no, they continue to be peasants. Until they actually marry up, they remain vicious and disgusting peasants. I mean, not necessarily vicious. Maybe that's a bit overdoing it, but they're certainly pathetic peasants in the very least. Check out that nice little wood walkway there. Beautiful. Beautiful. If we could set up some, like, stone behind the actual defensive line, make it look all nice and tidy, that'd be really nice. Speaking of stone, do we actually have much of that? I mean, not really. No. Oh, right. Right, we were going to make an electric crematorium, but then it ended up we didn't have enough stone for that. I remember that was a thing now. Yeah, we should probably get ourselves some more stone bricks. I mean, as soon as we actually get the whole component thing set up, and Cherie, cut it out with the smoke weed. I know that you love making smoke weed because it's significantly easier than making components, which I will admit. I mean, arguably that's a good reason to do that because, you know, not everybody wants to go through the whole act of making really finely detailed components, but Cherie, you're one of the few people in the colony that can do it. You gotta do it. Longnose, why are you doing nothing? You should at least be crafting. You know, we'll put that as his last job. if you can't do anything else, Longnose, you gotta go craft something. I mean, there's so much crafting that needs to be done. Oh, hey, check it out. Hey, Taylor. Welcome to the colony. Unlike your friends who left you here after you were mauled by a bear, we are not going to leave you here after you've been mauled by a bear. We are actually going to help you quite nicely. Apparently, this person is both mute, which is maybe a small problem, just a tiny little issue, and a conceptual artist, which, you know, I'm fine with that. And he appears to be exceptionally beautiful. Good for you, Taylor. And a slowpoke. I don't know. He's got like 2 negative traits and 1 good trait, and then he's got the whole conceptual artist, which is just kind of, you know, it's a thing. I don't know about this guy. I don't know. I mean, was he worth actually ruining our relationship with an entire colony for? That, I will say, is a bit questionable. Maybe, should we build another one of these? I mean, I say should we build another one of these. I'm pretty sure a component assembly bench takes like 20 components, and given that we don't exactly have components to begin with, I mean, it's not like we're actually going to be building another one, but it seems like we could speed up the act of actual component production by creating a second component facility, and that would be kind of nice. I mean, that's never going to happen. Let's just face it. Not going to be a thing, but I'm sure that if we become some sort of like super rich colony, we can get a second one and we'll basically be considered the rulers of the universe at that point. Oh, look at this. Steven is almost done with his first rifle. Come on, Steven. You got 20 seconds left. Just watch. Steven's going to, like, at the very last moments of prototyping, is going to, like, put a bullet in and his gun's just going to explode on him. Or, you know, Steven, you can just completely give up on the project at 7 seconds left. What a guy, Steven. What a guy. He's like the new squirrel. Nobody really likes him. Ugh. But, man, this is now a hustling and bustling colony, isn't it? Does everyone have a weapon who can actually use a weapon? Taylor does not actually have one. Taylor, I know you're sleeping right now, but you need to get a gun before someone comes and tries to kill us. So if you could pick up an assault rifle, that'd be brilliant, because that's like the standard weapon of our colony. I would very much appreciate that. Ooh, Steven, what kind of assault rifle did you make? How good is it? How good is it, Steven? It's a normal assault rifle. That's actually pretty good, Steven. I appreciate that. Good for you. You are now officially the gunsmith of the colony. Good for you. Have a cookie? I don't know. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, nice. Okay, so we finally produced the first weapon out of our colony. It's not like we're going to become like a major weapon producer unless, you know, we could make and sell swords, which I will admit be kind of cool. I do like making and selling swords. Neither of those things are things that I've ever actually done, but, you know, I conceptualize that would be maybe cool, just saying. And, you know, the colony could benefit from weapons sales. Although most likely, you know, the people we sell the weapons to are probably going to use them against us. Which, when I think about it, is actually a really, really bad thing to have happen. So maybe we shouldn't sell weapons to people who are likely to kill us. And given that we have a pretty bad track record of basically making everyone hate us because we occasionally kidnap people from colonies. Taylor, hello. I'm not talking about you or anything, but I'm totally talking about you right now, just saying. Man, he is industrious, though. Look at that. For being a mute, which, I mean, I guess technically has nothing to do with your ability to craft things, he is really good at making smoke leaf. In fact, does being a mute make you better at making smoke leaf? I don't know if that's a thing. That sounds really weird. I don't know. Maybe Taylor just really likes smoke leaf, and he's been, like, his entire life just rolling nice little joints up all over the place. That could be a thing. I mean, that would make Taylor a disgusting degenerate, which would be a small problem for the colony, because last I checked, I don't like disgusting degenerates, but... you know, we'll have to see how that goes. Magar, you doing... what research are we doing right now? Oh, rocket complexes. Right. Yes. Turrets to shoot rockets. That's one of my favorite things outside of, you know, just rockets in general. Which I guess goes under the context of turrets that shoot rockets, but you know. Is there any way that we can get rid of this unfinished rifle? I mean, without selling it, I'd like to tear it apart and get the components out of it. I don't know if that's a thing. Let me see. We could do... I mean, nothing there is going to do it. Can we get the smelter, I think, is where you do weapons. And can we do some details? And is there any way to get rid of slightly built weapons? Doesn't really look like it. That's kind of unfortunate. Well, I guess we're just going to have to keep a slightly built rifle that happens to have been, at one point, the work of Squirrel, who is now very much dead and underground, which is, you know, I don't think he's ever actually going to finish it, but you never know. Maybe he'll get around to it at some point. What should we get to now? Should we get charged shot? I don't think we'll ever actually build a charged shot rifle, ever, because those are expensive. Pretty sure we're going to go for drug production so we can potentially expand into new forms of drugs, because right now we're only selling smoke leaf, which, while being incredibly ridiculously profitable, is only one good, and generally I've heard it told that it's best to diversify into numerous goods if you're looking to succeed in a market. So we're going to need to do that diversification as much as possible. Oh, look, colonists are gathering to celebrate Fedosia and Wilkins' marriage. Come on, guys, we got a marriage spot right here. We got a bunch of little... Oh, are you doing it in here? What the heck, guys? I set up a marriage spot for this sort of stuff. Why are you doing it in the classroom? Oh, whatever. I mean, you do you, guys. You do you. Fedosia and Wilkins finally coming together, being a couple, not breaking up and being really annoyed at each other. Oh, look at this. Look, this is a really weird situation for everyone to be in for, like, the marriage. I would figure that Fedosia and Oh, there we go. Now they're next to each other. Oh, look at that. What a romantic scene with a pig just walking in and out of the room. And all of them doing, like, their marriage vows, and I can only think about the disgusting amount of time that's being wasted right now that could be used to better the colony. I mean, I guess it is the middle of winter, so it's not the end of the world. While you guys are kind of slackers, I mean, I guess you can have this. It is basically a party, so that should make everybody happy. Oh, yeah. Look at that. They're attending weddings. That's perfect. Ugh. Everyone is going to be so happy after this. Although it does appear that some people are viciously insulting each other, which does not seem called for. Taylor or Wilkins or whoever actually insulted Taylor, I don't actually know. It does not seem called for you guys to actively insult each other during a marriage ceremony, just saying. Okay, so with that set up, at this point, we should probably try to deconstruct these beds and get the two of them in a single room so that we can have an extra room open for the next person that shows up. Because, I mean, while we will expand up this way, it's for the best that we use our space as efficiently as possible because, I mean, although we have a ridiculously large quantity of space, it is still technically limited space. So they're going to get a single room. We'll probably set up... Do we have a bunch of cloth? We have a lot of cloth. Oh, man. That is a disgusting quantity of cloth. How should we do this? Let's see. We could put them in a room up here, which is probably a solid idea. We're going to cancel that wall and build instead some slate block walls here. And this is now going to be Fedosia and Wilkins' new room, which should be perfect. We're going to get a marble door right in here. And given that they are, of course, 2 people, they get a slightly larger room than everyone else. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's actually less room than they would have had individually, so just consider that when you decide to get married, everyone else. You will not have as much space as you had before, at least per capita, which I guess is like a disincentive. No, maybe we shouldn't actually tell them that. I mean, there's not really going to be a way to stop Fedosia and Wilkins from telling everyone. We could threaten them. Like, viciously threaten them. Where's power? There it is. Okay. We could viciously threaten them, but I feel like viciously threatening our colonists is not necessarily the best thing to do. Just saying, I'm pretty sure most people are not happy about that sort of situation. But regardless, these beds are going to get taken down. We're going to set up... I think we'll just set up... Well, wait. If that's... No, we'll cancel actually tearing these down. Instead, we'll just set them as prisoners. And Fedosia and Wilkins will go into this new room, which will be beautiful. We'll get a double bed made out of... Okay, we don't exactly have enough stone of any type to build that. Oh, wait, we'll probably have enough stone with all of this sandstone. Because everybody loves, like, stone... Oops, I just clicked the world. Everybody loves sandstone, like any form of stone furniture, a lot more than they like wood furniture for some reason. I mean, a good mahogany bed is totally better than a slate bed, but... You know, I don't argue with them. You do you guys. You do you. So we're going to set up a sandstone bed right here. And it's going to get some nice standard flooring. Orange carpet. It'll be perfect. And then we can set up also a bit of furniture in here. Because you guys have done such a good job of becoming nice, happy family members of the colony, we're going to set up for you guys a nice little table, a round table, and potentially a couple armchairs because, you know, we're nice people. We have... Oh, my word, that is not at all where that's going to go. We're going to give them 2 armchairs because, of course, there are 2 of them in this room. And nobody else gets armchairs because you're all not currently in a situation to create small members of the colony to potentially... continue our existence on into the future, which is, last I checked, kind of who's shooting. Who's shooting at what? I do hope that's outside of the colony, because nobody is allowed to shoot at anything inside of the colony. That is completely unacceptable. Oh, it was probably Magar over there with her LMG. Magar, I'm gonna level with you. You're probably not gonna make it to that teaching session before it's over, just saying. She is taking her sweet time right now, which is, you know, probably due to the fact that her right foot was shot off, which... I will level with you. Probably needs to be fixed at some point. I mean, by fixed, I do specifically mean that we're gonna chop it off and replace it with, like, I don't know, a stick or something. Almost certainly a stick. Oh, my word. Not everyone has a chair anymore. That's a small problem. I mean, given that the current colony has expanded to this level, we're gonna have to set up some chairs, I guess, in a back row without tables? Oh, this is terrible. This is a whole new level of bad for the colony. What? A local boomalope has gone mad and is going to try to kill everyone. Normally I don't elicit such a vicious response from a single animal, but, it just so happens that boomalopes are actually a significant issue for the colony, so if everyone could possibly, you know, get into position and prepare to take down that boomalope before it gets anywhere close to us, that'd be great. I mean, this is going to be a massively, ridiculous overkill, but, you know, I want everyone in position. It's going to be perfect. Check this out. This is going to be brutal. Aiden is currently on the machine gun turret. Okay, it's dead. Yeah. That was what I would call exceptionally easy. If everyone could fire on the boomalope, that'd be great. Please open fire on said boomalope until it is dead. Aiden, can you really not fire on that boomalope? Come on, Aiden. We need as many people firing on that boomalope as possible. There we go. Now it's dead. Perfect. Good job, everyone. I know that was a bit ridiculous, but, you know, go back to doing your things. Sometimes it feels good to viciously overkill the animals in this world. It is just so beautiful. Anyway, for now, as soon as we actually get someone to certainly complete that bed, that will bring us to the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, the colony will continue. Hopefully, we'll finish up that final machine gun complex soon enough. There is also a vicious wildfire roaring outside. I mean, no one's going to go fix that. Because, you know, it's just a wildfire. Nobody cares. And now it's a hard snow and it's already out, so... I mean, that was never a big problem to begin with. But regardless, until then, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day.